Hello, 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 and welcome back. Ultimate 7, middle of something. Just gotta do a message here real quick. Right. Mouse, here we are, inside our base place, which we did some building on here the other day. So I filled in the walls, made myself a little door. We have a portcullis, or whatever it's called, that we can open and close. So, like, base place semi-done. Tower needs to grow. Haven't quite figured out that part yet, but we need to add a floor. Let's press Y. We will select some spruce. And we'll just let's just do our wand. And the question is, you know what? Let me knock 2 of these out. And we'll snag a couple of stairs also. And I will do that. And I will do... yes. This, so we'll step down into this space. That would be awesome. And it'll give us a bit more height to work with in here, which I think will be a good idea. And we will select elevatore. We're gonna need 9 more, like the bars that we are. Is this correct? Yes. That should be it. Yep. Perfect. And then we'll have some chains. And some lanterns. We're not gonna need 32, but we're gonna need some stuff in here. Let me grab this also. I noticed. Shift right click that. Fill that in. We were missing a few here. And we are missing a few here. Yeah, 2 down will be fine. So if I enable light overlay, all this should be fine. It really shouldn't matter anyways, because there should be a mega torch. Somewhere around here. Do we have one underneath here? I kind of imagine that I do. No? No? Oh well. That's gonna need to be, what's it called? Remedied? I should have something around here somewhere, but we'll stick one just underneath there and we will fill that in. It's not gonna give us any lights, but that's okay. Should be fine. Torches. We're gonna need some. So let's just do that. And the height of this obviously needs to go up a bit. Stone brick, damn it. Dagnabbit. And we just add 2. Wow. Not so clever, are we? Oh, we have these in here also. I really shouldn't have. Does this seem like a center? 3, 4, 5. It's a double center. Whoop. Spruce. We need some more stairs. And I need some more walls. So we can do that. We have also kind of updated the pack, which reminds me, I need to check a few things. Cool, so that's the roof. We need to figure out how to do these walls also, like window kind of dealio. Yep. So that's not gonna work. Well, I'll guess it'll work from the outside like that. It'll be fine. And apparently the latest update has fixed the axe issue, which is very nice. Now it's a bit too much almost. What else did we do? Yeah, we added another obtainium furnace, because our previous one, this bad boy, it's full. We upgraded all of these to 256k because we could. I don't need this anymore. It's just a temporary storage, so that means I need this and netherite ingot. Yes. Cool. I've not filled in these windows. Let's do that. Black paints. I only have one? Alright. That's a bit strange, but okay. And what else have I done? Oh yeah, I did what I said I would do. I went out into the world and I found the remaining creepers, spiders and witches, so that's done. I also summoned and killed the wild chimera. So this is green and we have what we need to make this ritual. And I finished the a bit lag refined storage thing. I did the rest of the logistics, just made these. I made a bunch of this stuff, and I also did routers, all of this useless stuff, and pylons. We just had to make 2 of the cards, the rest we had made. So we are like in a good spot. This is still missing the turtle seeds. It's gonna be annoying as shit. We did that once before, but we'll get to it. We're gonna have to dedicate a whole chapter or episode or 50 probably for productive bees and trees, because I never done bees. But we're gonna need a bunch of the nests. Okay, so I can. That needs a honey treat. I haven't made a honey treat yet. But yeah, that's gonna be a thing. How are we in here? Oh, here is also done. Okay, let's just grab this many. Perfect. This is done. I've not figured out this place yet, but these windows should be the same as the other room. 3 tall 2x2s. 3 tall 2x2s. 3x2s. That's what we're trying to say. And what we should do here is a bit rough. Maybe. Because this is where the stair goes. So I'm not quite sure how we should do that. I am tempted to just fill this in. Maybe we should just do that to begin with. Not with torches though. Maybe we should just do it like that to start with. How does that look from the outside? Oh no, there's no easy way out. It's not supposed to be an easy way out. We'll just leave it like that. We might do some decorations on the walls later. That'll be fine. So all this stuff is stuff that will be always loaded, I think. Yeah, in this part, yes. This part, no. And the outside also no. That's all of my villagers. Yeah. That would about do it. Should we add some more here? Yes. Let's do that. And we should probably have something here also. That's right, there's 2 stories here. So let's do this. And over here, we just add like something like that. It's fine. Okay, let's put that away. Let's get back in. Close the door. So we have this space. Just gotta keep an eye on my chat. That goes downwards. Yep. Spawnable space. Let's have a couple of chains and some lanterns. Where would... Yeah, it'll be fine. Just something in the corner. Yes. We'll add lanterns and stuff here. So we have our blue sky stuff. We come down. We have our auto crafting stuff for our essences. These are all full, so I'm gonna have to add another one. Off, off, off. You know what, let's just take that out and we'll turn this one off and we just put this... Oh, the only one that's running is this one. The Wither. And this is our essence. How are we for essence now? 15 million. So we'll turn this one on again. And we'll keep mining Insanium. We have how much Insanium? 27,000. It's a nice amount, I suppose. A little happy dance. Next, we need more lighting in here also instead of the ugly torches. We have our GregTech stuff. This is just... How are you doing? You're doing fine. GregTech ores. They are in the 1,000, 2,000, 3, 4... It's not like runneth over. Someone just did like the 4 or 500s. This is the route we haven't done anything with yet. This one goes down to our cave. For those who've been here. And the other way we saw over there goes back to here. And our favorite pig. We took this one out because we were lag busting the other day. And of course our beautiful storage room. It's running smooth as silk. Bunch of random stuff. We have some bee stuff. We have some Craptopia stuff. Aurum log. Yeah, we can take this one though. Gonna need that. So back to base, which is our main place. We still have some stuff we have to clean up, but losing track. When I was out looking for spiders, I did some looting. We grabbed a bunch of gems here and there, but I also find end steel seeds, which is tied to Ender IO, and I find flux infused gem essence, which is from Redstone Arsenal, which is a bunch of stuff. And I also found a seed that can't be used for anything. Chrome. I can't plant it. It's basically deactivated, but it's on the looting list. So that's a, I would guess that's a rare find. Cause Chrome, baby. Oh, let's see, pick a stream. There we go. We are live, right? Yes, we should be. Let me double check. And we'll get into things. Cool. And click, click. I'm gonna get a whiplash looking at this monitor. There we go. Wait, what did I just see? Oh yeah, that's right. There's a new Superman on the way. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Well, we'll get to that, or I will get to that. So where was I? Oh yes, there we are. Right. Craftings. I was thinking we should just get this one done. It's quite boring, but we're gonna want to do this stuff. Oh, excuse me. You know what? We're just gonna do stuff here, I guess. Those will do for now. Pickaxe template and any pickaxe head part. Have crimson iron. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Cool. Our first tool will give us just some random stuff. So basically you're gonna want and need all the blueprints, which is gonna require blueprint paper. I think we'll set a recipe for that. We are fast, also running out of speed again. So we'll craft like 200 of these, because why not? Put that away. can salvage it later. Grip. Binding. Lining. Cord. Fletching. Sword. Katana. Machete. That's a movie. Spear. Trident, actually, okay. A knife. Dagger. Shovel. Axe. Paxel. That's a lot of blueprints. So, hoe, matic. Oops, what did I put up? What did I have there? Dank. Oh, we have another dank. Let's put that with the rest. So that's the matic. Prospector hammer. That's a lot of sickle. Sickle. Shears. Ew, that's a lot. Crossbow, slingshot, so much stuff. Can be used many times. Ooh, that's gonna cost me an light ray. Dagnabbit, but okay. Ring and bracelet. I'm gonna need the blueprint book. All that is done, then we can do the salvager. Crimson steel. This doesn't actually not have a thing. All right, so we're gonna want a recipe for that then. Already made one. Alright, alright, alright. Cool. But we're gonna have to do this one. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we said tertium 4. And we need a cave. No storage. Crop tier 3, we're gonna need that one. Let's grab this and we'll go base first. We'll take the end steel and we will take this stuff and that. Let's see, the uses for this is absolutely nothing. Okay. Let's go back to storage. No. Yes. And like that. And let's see, we can add this and we can add that, and I should be able to press R again and it'll remember it. Nice. So recipe 1 is gonna be this. Result of crafters will go to output buffer. Yes. So then put this in. Apply. That'll do a thing. There we go. And that will then wind up here, which has nothing. Recipe 2 shall be this. Apply. Cool. And then we're gonna have to give that a space. We're gonna give this a space. And this stuff, if it goes in here, is that gonna be pulled out? Yes. And that'll stay in there. Cool. Then we need to pop down here. Hello, Piggy. And we'll snag a couple of these, we'll snag a few of these, and let's see. These can be blockified. Do we use the blocks for anything? No. we don't. And this steel can also be blockified, and the blocks are not used for anything. So we'll screw it. We put them in here, and if we have 7 million of them, we'll have more than enough. And we then need to go cave with these bad boys. And that should be the green one, right? Yes. This is so bad. And then we also get Crimson Iron Essence. Yikes. Almost forgot about that. Forgot about Ray. No. No, we did not. But we'll put that there. That should automatically find its way in here. We'll remember, yes, recipe number 3. Apply. And it'll take care of it. Cool. Perfect. That's not how we spell home starter base. I can put these back. At silent, and we needed the salvager. Right. Wait, what? Okay. That's a mining gadget. Okay. Does this require power? No. All right. Material grader. I was afraid of that. But if we need it, we need it. Oh, gave me back everything. Yeah, that's a thing. Tier 1 catalyst dust. That's a recipe. Right. Substitution enabled. Cool. That's made like that. So let's just do that. So if I do this, let's do iron for instance. And we'll do, where's the rod thing? Cool. Let's see here. That's in one. That should be in one. That should be in one. That can be there. This will be here. And if I then do craft and craft, and I then go here, and I do this with that, that should be probably exact. Fingers crossed here. So let's see. Then this will be here. Now if I then say I want 100 of these, that should be easy. Let's just grab a stack. And if I say I want 200 of this, cannot use fuzzy insertion keys that don't have fuzzy max value, silent hammer plus tag. Alright. Damn it. Substitution, no. Substitution, no. Substitution, no. Substitution, yes. Okay, let's try that again then. So this one. Well, we do, because this one has a durability. That should be fine. Okay, so let us stick that down here then in case of the bucket. Okay, let's try and change the other two then. This and that and this. So we'll have the hammer, iron ingot, Okay, let's have a look. Okay, cool. Just have to figure out who's answering what here. So then we'll have this, and we'll have that. We'll use substitutions, sure. Can I now then say that I want? No. Fuzzy max value. Okay. Can't even craft that. Okay. Why not? Is this also under that impression? No substitutes. Damn it. My God in Himmel. Okay, we'll try this again. The recipe for this will be that, only with iron. No substitutions. Let's try that. And we'll have the hammer. No substitutions. And this plus one of those equals that. No substitutions. Then I'm allowed to craft one. Cool. Then the blazing dust is a blazing ingot. So I will then have the hammer plus one of these. Substitution, yes, because the hammer has a durability, and I suppose we will stick that down here. Okay, we'll try this again. No. Or is that because I had two now? No. He will not do it. All right. in that case, we'll just have to do hammer and this bad boy. And we're just gonna have to do this. I have a sort of impression that I feel like I've done this before. Can't even remember. We just trash this then. Cool. And the last one is glittery dust. How did we make glittery dust? Now this is something that stopped us the last time, I remember this. But this time we have 26,000 bananas. Yes! Last time we had to wait for bananas to grow because we planted them so late. Sweet. So this is stuff we're not gonna need often. So we'll kind of put up a little something for it. Probably around here. Yeah, let's do this. We'll snag that. I'm gonna grab spruce. And we'll grab a spruce pressure plate. And a spruce door. That'll be there. So we can get in and we put the thing up here. Like that. Yes, it's a fine. Do we have anything cool? We do have some cool tables kind of deal. So at Mac table. Stripped spruce wood, for instance. That could be cool. This is cool. And we'll put the salvager in the corner. We'll have the material grader here. It's cool. We'll put that up. No. That'll be fine. Oh, we have some people in chat also. So all this is done, so we need the tier 3. So if I want 5,000, cool. Give me that. We're gonna need this by the buckets. Oh, didn't I hold on it? Did the advancement, but this one takes an extra second. Okay. It's that, and then we have the metal alloyer. That would be this one. This is a bigger thing. Oopsie. So that'll make some alloy stuff. Seven by 7 structure with a pillar in each corner. Each pillar must have a starlight charger cap. That'll be this one. That needs 7 by 7. That's the same. Azure silver ingot. Alright, not too shabby. You know what? We'll put it a bit out here. Because I imagine they just did this. Can't even remember this. And then this one goes in the middle. I think it's something like that. We'll figure that one out. We'll put that up. Everybody needs a side door. Hall door, side door. And that's storage. Really should move this stuff also somewhere. Would be Wouldn't. Did I pin stuff again? God damn it. So this is made. It's this, and this needs to be used to that, and this can be used to a bunch of stuff. We can also make nuggets. Nuggets is not used for anything. It can blocks. Blocks also not used for anything. That is fine. So we will plant that in the green area. We really should clean this stuff up also, but well. But if I grab silver ingot, stuff that in here, it goes away. So we need to give this a spot. That should automatically find its way in here. We'll press R, select new recipe, apply, and all is good in the world. Now I need to refill my glass. Let me get a bit of stretch on here. Let's not have a fussy wuzzy stuff. That sounds like a moped. 50cc, just wrecking. Felt like a neighbor complained also. Wrong way. I tried an emergency mute. Failed miserably. Right. So then we'll make 4 at a time. Because why not? And why tier 3 it's gonna be a whole lot more. Yeah. Okay. This is gonna suck, I feel it. What did it say? This thing, Azure Electrum. Yeah. That's a thing we gotta put up a recipe for. So that will be this. Azure silver ingots, that'll make itself. Then this needs to be hammered. We'll just keep them in there. should be able to make 10 easy, just so we can claim the quest. Cool. So tier 1 is 4 blocks of crimson steel. So that'll be, we're gonna need 32 more of these. It's gonna make me have 4 of these. We're not gonna use them, we're just gonna claim it. And the next is the Asher Electrum, yeah. Okay, we have enough good stuff. And the last one is Tyrian Steel. This stuff. And that is made like that. So, okay. Smart. Give me some of this shulker meat. And emeralds, okay, cool. I have 91 shulker shells. Before we put that to the stuff, that does not have a space. Let's give it a space. So that whenever this one imports, he knows where to put them. Crushed shulker. Okay, so that's a recipe we can do. Easy. Pattern, we are out. So this, easy. The recipe for this is cook that, or we're not looking for the squeeze. Enrichment. No, first we crush it. We have 861 Deborah. We'll do that. And then we come to the point like we should have a small setup for this. So we have an ultimate crushing factory, cool. And then ultimate enrichment factory, also cool. We'll grab some ultimate cables. And we'll grab an importer. And you know what? We're not gonna need those. Start over here. So let's see, let's just back input, output eject on, speed, energy, cool. We said magenta, smart magenta, and just because we'll stick that on top, connect that, and we will say input, output, sure. Cool. We'll just feed this one manually. If we so choose, we could we could automate this. I'll leave that for later. This is going to give us like 30 stacks of the stuff. So I then want crushed shulker shell. Give me 128. And we're gonna need 2 stacks of this. No, at silent 36. Yes. Okay, so this gonna needs to grow a bit. This one is easy enough. So we'll start with what we have. That's gonna give us 30. It's gonna give us enough. No, it's gonna give us more than enough. Since it makes 4. Alright, that's fine. Just save that. Burp. So that is cool. Let's claim this. Okay, 2 more revolvers and we got this. Each pillar must have a thing. Yes. It's perfect. Not that it's gonna be needed. But we're still gonna take one. Una mega torche. Stick it down there. And we cap it off. I saw there was like a cross here. So then we have the charger. Cool. Just gotta get this down to 16. There. Cool. So that is Silent Gear done. That didn't take too long. That took about an hour. Easy peasy. Oh, go back to the chat so I can see what I'm doing. Now what else was I thinking over here? Building for sure. Oh yeah, I said extreme reactors, that's a thing. Apparently, I built some of this at some point, but I probably have deleted the recipes. Apparently. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. Power tap basic. One is enough? Yes. Oh, basic solar panel also. Okay, so expanding 16 reactor casings. The basic. We have that. 4 uranium. We have 8 million. Four mana steel and tertium. We have 20, so we're gonna do this. Cool. That's also in storage. Doing like all the side quests also while we are here, because we're gonna need a ton of this stuff. Is this one full? No, it's not, but it's for like important stuff. Mana steel, not that important. Cool. Another basic panel and some chicken. Cyanite ingot. Okay, so we're gonna need a reactor for some stuff. And we can also grow this, which what we'll do eventually, but we need some cyanide to get going. Alright, wait a minute. Let's just pop over here. Is this thing still running? It should be running. But it has stopped. Why is this red? What does that mean? Strange. No reason why that should stop. power haven't been out, as far as I know. Is this still alive? Blue, blue and white. Yeah, so this is still running. Smooth. No big explosion craters over here, no. What am I even doing with my stuff? Right, we're making polonium. She's pumped into here, yes. That's what we're doing. Got it. Right. So we need to build our first reactor. You can combine plutonium with yellorium to make verderium. When used as fuel in a reactor, verderium produces rosinite. We need this. Fuel injector ports for a reactor. Whatever, I suppose. Alright. So let's see. Power tap basic. So we need one of these. Reactor redstone port. Yeah, sure, we'll take 2. Let's just make a couple of thousand, because why not? And where do we want to put this? Why is the production suddenly then going down? What? What the hell? Because you are boiling as cray-cray, right? Yes, you are. Because this one is one hot mother. Alright, nobody got time for this. It's running. So we're gonna need a reactor. We don't need it to be loaded all the time, but it should be running when we're online. And this is also safe. So we have our industrial building and our thing. What did you do again? Yeah, that's making lithium dust. This is basically just extra steam. That's what it is. Gotta have a lot of stuff in this factory eventually. But for the reactor tower thing, I guess we'll keep that over here. This is a nice little nugget. Let's get rid of some of this grass. $13. $13. So we're gonna need this thing. That shall be there. That'll be fine. And we're gonna need, let's just make 100 of these, because why not? So we're gonna need 1, 2, 3. We'll make it 1 more. I'm gonna need some of this. I'm gonna pop that there. Cool. And let's see, we were looking at the moderators. So the more fancy the block is, the better it cools, I think is the thing. How are we for Indirium? We are golden for Indirium. Oh, we already have blocks. Cool. Somewhere I learned that having 3 blocks of coolant between the outer frame and the rods is like an optimal thing to do. So ever since that's what I've been doing. So we're just gonna put, let's see, we'll put the power tap, just stick it in the center top. I'll put these 2 like that. That will be there. And we're gonna need the... Did I grab those? I haven't made those. The solid access port, basic. Oh, I do. Never mind me. I'm just being blind. No? Am I missing something? Why did that not form? I know why that didn't form. That's because we are retards. I say we because you did not stop me, even though you saw what I was doing. You said nothing. For that, we are all retards. A basic thing can only be 5 by 5. That's probably also why we have destroyed the things. Okay, so let's do reinforced. Let's use this thing and just spend those. That should be plenty. Right. Press this. Let's go down here again and let's see. There is that. There is that. It's this one. That one. That one. There's that one. There's this one. Think that's about it. So, reactor controller. Cool. The reinforced casing, we'll add that. The reinforced reactor glass. Be that. We're gonna need these guys. We're gonna need those. Solid access port. Fuel injection access port. Active tap. Redstone port, cause why not? Charging, no. Computer port, no. Active forge fluid. Creative warning, no. Turbine controller, no. That's the other thing. Okay. I think this should be good. So I'll keep this one here. We'll put the glass one there. Wall is gonna need that thing, so we'll just put. We're gonna need a new tower again with. For recipes pretty shortly. Alright, so we're gonna need one of these, 2 of that, 1 of that. Not sure how many I need of that, so we'll just make 100. This many of that. there. And then add this row. Just because that's gonna look a bit more sexy. And this will be our center. Put these there. One active tap, top mid. And we're gonna need these because they are gonna go on top here. This is what controls the fuel. And that's wrong. Same thing here. We need two solid ports, one there, one here. Damn. One, two, three, and form. Perfect. So if I take a red ender chest, I stick it here, and this is going to be an outlet mode. Cool. And all right, for now we'll just do this. What the heck? How hard is this gonna be? Outlet mode. Thank you. Let's have a drawer. And at functional storage. $700,000. Yeah, I'll be fine. Axe. Let's go back to base. Let's put this here. I'm gonna need 1 uranium. I'm gonna need an exporter, one of these, and some acceleration cards. And let's take this thing, and just in case, let's lock it. Okay, we're still good on channels. They should speed up relatively quick. While that does its thing, a quick break and I'll be right back. All right. Cool. 58,000 is probably gonna keep us for days, but whoop, we let it run. Because we're gonna need cyanides. We have an alloy smelter. Let me just put that there. We have some octadics, we'll put that in there. It's getting power. And the recipe for this in an alloy smelter is iron and ender pearls. Okay, quick, pretty quick. We need to make these seeds. Time closing in on 2 hours. We're not gonna finish extreme reactors today. Oh wait, no. So let me refresh my studio real quick. It's flipping out for some reason. Cool. All right. And that is frick. That's done with blocks. All right, all right, all right. Do we have anything in here? Oh, we got some stuff in here. Let's nab that out. And we'll stick that in here. And if I take a barrel like so, put that there, and I disconnect that, because what is this doing? Infusing stuff. Alloys only. Pull from the top. Push that way. So if I then take, let's see, iron. Let's make, you know, let's do this first. So we'll take iron. Let's see here. Yeah, that'll be fine. And for ender pearls, I'm gonna need 1, 2, this many, and that many. So this is the area I have to fill with ender pearls to have a, you know, matching amount. The math should add up. It's a good thing we have a lot of ender pearls. So I can take these back. Cool. You know what? We have a bunch, but with the amount of essence we have, let's add some extra. Can I then make 200,000. Yeah, because why not? Then we can go here. It's alloys only. It's gonna pull. This should be fine. Yes. Alright, so they'll do a little thing while we wait for that. How far have you got? 183,000. It's probably gonna be a heck of a lot more than we ever gonna need for this thing. But so we should then see this one increasing, and we should add this there, and we will tag that to let's put that to add to the Factorio network, because why not? And we'll need redstone. We're gonna need 3 pieces, and this will active while below 60, and this one will be on from signal, so this should now be turned on. So this little bugger is gonna make us 200 and still increasing. 285, 27, 288. Yeah, 288,000-ish per tick. Let's keep it on the energy gen. Need to see what its maximum is. So it's not bad. 288. Do we hit 290? Yeah, close enough. 289.67 at the most. That's not too bad. So just let that run. That will eventually make cyanide that goes into there. We have none at the moment. So yeah, it's a decent amount of power, 300k. We like it. We're up to 8,000 shulkers. Okay. Oh, I like it. Cool. So the recipe for this was pulsating alloy block 1x times 4. Does that mean I need... Because we have blocks, yes. So does that mean I need 36? I think so. So we are almost there. You is cooking. Okay. So we're gonna need some more stuff. We're gonna need a fluidizer controller. That is good. Casings. Solid injector. Fluid injector. Fluidizer output. Gonna need a dispenser. That'll be fine. Power port. Then we have the reinforced stuff. We'll get to that eventually. Apparently I need to run and do some stuff real quick. Because apparently somebody has spilled some paint in the house. Be right back. Right. Bit of an axo dent with some paint. So then we should be able to do this, and there'll be 1x, 1, 2, 3, and a fourth. Cool. Imperium. And storage. Hopefully I read this right. Why do I smell burning? I'm wondering about the same thing. Might have to go check in a bit. Is it sketchy? Fly. Oh crap. Okay. Saved it. We don't want to store anything when it's in there. Nah, the forest is a bit far away, but I do have to go have a quick look. Well, I don't know. Must be somebody's cooking. Can't see anything, or I can't smell anything in the rest of the house, so it should be good. We hope. Hello, by the way, Spicy. Spicy. That's done. So then we have the Ender IO stuff unterwegs. And we already set up the energetic and the vibrant. And we did end still before. Fairy ingot should be done. We need to get into what's this thing? Draconic Evolution also to get that stuff. But Ender IO also has a bunch of stuff. Copper alloy. Copper alloy. Of course it's an alloy. It's copper and silicone. That's also a 1 block. So that, yeah, there's some stuff I could probably do off the cam somewhere. Let's see. Let's add the copper alloy. Energetic we have, that we have. We want the redstone alloy. We want the conductive. Pulsating we just did. Dark steel we have, and solarium and end steel, which we already have. That should be the basics. I do not want that. Hop graphite ingot, yeah, it's sorted. Flight module, yeah, that's the kind of thing that needs that stuff. These are the stuff we'll get to. These are the things I need to remember. The rest I will get to eventually. Okay. You know what we should have? I need an ender chest. Just here so I can see what's in it. There's no cyanide yet. Should be running, but we're only using 1.5 millibuckets per tick. Oh, we have 9. Why is that not being sucked out? Well, that's weird. Storage. Let's take one and press U on it. So we can make it into a block. It does not make a nugget. And the block is used for absolutely nothing. So we'll just store it as an ingot. This will be fine. We've done that. No, just start with the one, thank you. I'm just gonna progress. Fluidizer glass is a thing. Alright, alright. solid to fluid, combining two solids into a fluid, or combining two fluids into a new fluid. Okay, so okay, let's have it. So if you want to convert plutonium into a fluid, you can use one solid injector. If you want to combine two solids, you need two solid injectors. If you want to combine two fluids, you use two fluid injectors. This might seem confusing. Important for progression. For example, you'll want to convert magnetite into a fluid in the fluidizer first, then send it to a reprocessor with ludicrite to create radiculite. This is the most stupid names ever, but okay. So we want to combine plutonium with yellorium to make verderium. So the yellorium liquid is made by uranium in the fluidizer. Okay. So that is probably what we have to do. So we'll then use basically one solid input to liquefy yellorium. Verderium. So let's press so verderium, we can then mix yellorium and plutonium. Cool. And plutonium is, it said that over here. When we have a fully functional reprocessor, you can pump in power, water and cyanide to create plutonium. And then we fluidize this. No, we need also plutonium as a fuel to make magnetite. Magentite. I'm not reading this correct. Its own waste magentite. That's a reprocessor with rosinite. When used as a fuel in a reactor, Vaderium produces rosinite as a reactant. We need this. Okay, so we need to get plutonium and yellorium fluidized to get verderium. This thing. Remember that, Calisto. And plutonium is made in a reprocessor with the stuff. With this thing. That's going to require also cyanides. Okay, we need blocks of this stuff. So that's going to take a minute. So that's going to basically require me to stay logged in for this stuff. Damn it. Well, that is what it is. Okay, because it's the base of multibuck that has the minimum size of 3 by 3 by 3. Cool. Output port on one of the faces will need power. So power port is rated in solid to fluid, combining two solids or combining two fluids. Okay, so we're gonna need the controller. Power port, output port, solid injector, some of this and some of that. Probably gonna need more. Let's fill this one up. We'll big the fluidizer and I think we'll call that quits for the day actually. I gotta keep an eye on the kids. I really should have been keeping an eye on the kids, but hey, here we are. $12,000 shulker shells. That'll be fine. Where are we for wither predictions? 9,000, cool. Continue with that. Very curious whether to keep this landscape as is or whether we should have like a retaining wall kind of deal. Like, the idea basically was for this to be like harbor port kind of deal. That's why it's so straight. So then there would be like a wall down to the ocean. We could park a boat or something here, which brings us out to the ocean, basically for reals. And we would add like a retaining wall inwards to about maybe just around here, where it would slope down. The rest could be natural landscape, and we'll shave this a little bit. Sure. Let's start by sure if it has to be symmetrical. I can't remember this, but we'll make it like 5 by 5 by 7. We're gonna need more of these, so let's make a bunch. And tank. At industrial black hole. This is something we want. And we're gonna want some recipes. Yes. Tank. Supreme black hole tank. It's made like this. Cool. That's the one I want. Craft me one. Sweetness. So we'll have this on this side. We'll add the solid injector, because why not? There. So this will just stay here. We'll put that next to it, because why not? It's gonna need a power port. That's not where we put it. Well, you know what? Let's put that there. Fluidizer output will be here, with the tank thing there. Really should be going to sleep, but boy, can you like die? Thank you. Okay, let's do the sleep. Down the line, we do not want to do the sleep, but Cool, it made a thing. Nitrogen is 50, we don't need that. Let's go for a neotic. Shouldn't take too long. I'll let crafts, I will exit. I will put that there, and I will basically put that there, this here, that there, and neotic. Can I just put that right there? Yes. And let's go back to this. I'm gonna try this. So at Ender.io item, this thing, conduit binder is this. We'll make this by the 40s. They'll make 80 because it makes twice as many, and that makes that. So I will put this in one, we'll put this in another, and we'll scroll to the bottom, and we'll cook that there. I should be able to make this. Alright, so this will be insert, not extract. This will be extract green, always active. So we'll turn it on. So this will make us some yellorium. And we have 50, 100, this thing. Fused quartz. That needs to be alloy smelted. So we'll need, it's a good thing I made a lot of the octadics. We're gonna need to pop into the tower of power, which is over here. So we'll stick this, I suppose it can be center on this wall. We're gonna need one of these. Now we did center this, which is bad. But it'll be fine. We need anchors. Should connect fine. And let's see. Just gotta check. That'll be in a push-pull configuration. This will be alloys only. This goes there. This one can go there. So if I want some of these, should be fine. Nice. Well, we only need one for now. So that's how much power did this thing store? 2 million, that's fine. So I would like this. So this would be extract, always active. This would be insert, no extract. And we have yellorium. Sweet! So at Fonk, give me one of these. Let's put that there. $16K. All right, all right. Okay, so this can also be fluidized. Okay, so we'll let this run, and when this one runs out, we'll change to the blocks. It's beautiful. It's super cool. Everything's running. It's running fine. We even have cows. So who want to bet money that the cows over here have escaped again? Well, one is out. Yes. And these are probably complaining about food again, or still. They have gobbled up all the food. Wow. food. Steak, cod salmon, baked potato. Let's add that also. Cause why not?
I'm on my way.
Okay, so what's the recipe for this? Yeah, heck no. Hell yeah. 2160. If that's not a good food source, I don't know what is. Look at these glutinous bastards. Alright, I'm gonna have to hang in here for a little bit, so I guess we will call this good for today. As you all know, we'll be back on Wednesday, and by that time we should have... Well, I'll figure something out for that time. We're gonna have to progress stuff anyways. We'll continue with this stuff. Maybe we'll make the endgame power with the DT fuel. We could do that. And yeah, we'll do a bunch of quests. Until then, I'm just gonna stay AFK. Make sure that the world is loaded so we produce the cyanite. And this stuff. We're just gonna require blocks. Yes, we need 36, so we're not quite there yet. We're almost there, and yeah, we'll make probably some leaps and bound progress on Wednesday. So for those who's been here, Spicy and the crew, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you Wednesday. Bye bye for now.